Now what's up? What's up? Yeah, got him.
You have a rematch plans against Devin Haney. Are you looking to show him something?
Oh yeah, I'm willing to show him. I cannot wait. I want to put a whooping on his dad too. That's really who I want to put a whooping on. But Devin could get it as well again. I'm gonna do the same thing just like I did last.
Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero is set, but tension flared between Garcia and Devin Haney during a press event. Though not scheduled to fight each other next, Ryan and Haney exchanged harsh words, which led to a brief scuffle.
His boxing ability, in my opinion.
You think Tank's a better boxer? Forget power.
Yeah, I think he's a better boxer. Like strategic mind, I think Tank is better. I was one of the best in the amateurs.
Right.
I lost one fight to a guy that's arguably one of the best in the world, and he had a weight drain me, and he had to put a rehydration clause and all that shit.
Though I didn't take steroids, it's not gonna be much different. I mean, the crazy thing is they wanna like keep on saying, oh, it's because of the PEDs, it's because of the PEDs. I was on fighting a guy with PEDs. PEDs don't help you block a left.
Garcia still believes the failed drug test after his win over Haney was a setup by Team Haney to discredit his victory. He claims Haney's brother knew about the test result before it was made public, calling it damage control. Haney, now preparing to face Jose Ramirez, brushed off Garcia's claims, but couldn't avoid questions about his chin.
If anybody hits him, there might be the same results.
In terms of the rematch, the whole world is waiting for this Haney fight, but he does have a fight with Jose Ramirez. Are you guys confident that he does win that fight against Ramirez?
Well, I mean, if he outboxes Ramirez, there's a possibility that he'll survive, but his chin has been tested and you've seen the results,
No, I'm not gonna test his chin. Of course I'm gonna.
But do you think like he will actually not be able to get up from your punch?
Well, I feel like if I hit anybody from from my weight class, or even all the way to like with the 160s, if I hit him with a solid shot right in the chin, I think anybody could go down. It's boxing. 8-ounce gloves.
You are something that will lose weight.
Do you think Ryan was better versus you?
Yeah, for sure, because he had to train. He didn't have to train for that. Look at his body. Look at his body versus when you fought me. And he told y'all he was drinking every night and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah. He was smoking and everything. Like, come on, bro. And Haney had him. In the first beginning of the fight, he had him. He just tried to press the issue and stay right there.
Commentators and fans are still talking about the 3 knockdowns Haney suffered in the Garcia fight. Even Ramirez's trainer, Robert Garcia, said Haney's chin is the team's main target.
Fight against Jose Ramirez, or did you prefer to fight Ryan Garcia straight away when you came back?
Of course, that's the big fight is Ryan Garcia, but I cannot look past Jose Ramirez. I know that he's a tough competitor. I know that he's coming to win. And to get to the Ryan fight, first we got to beat Jose Ramirez, and that's what I look to do.
I'm sure you've heard what some boxing fans are saying. They're thinking after that fight with Ryan Garcia, you may not be the same fighter you were that night. Are you going to be a different version of Devin?
If Devin Haney loses this fight, career over. He has the most pressure in the sport of boxing.
Ain't that what they said about Wilder? Ain't that what they said about AJ? Every time somebody is in a position to lose back to back, we automatically think your career is over, but the career won't be over.
Devin and Bill have placed high expectations on themselves. They want to be compared to Floyd Money Mayweather.
If Ramirez can get in there and make it gritty, Haney's going to have to bite down on that mouthpiece and dig deep.
Haney responded firmly, saying, I got up every time, and blamed the PD accusations on Garcia.
Yeah. Watch it. Watch it. May 2nd. May 2nd. Yeah. It was a good training camp. Good discipline. Good training camp. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna miss weight. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm not gonna miss weight. Yeah. I know. We'll see you May 2nd.
He's undisputed. He needs to fight all the ones that are champions up there so he can really say he's undisputed. Because right now, he's undisputed, but he needs to fight all the guys up there and beat all those guys, and then we can say he's undisputed. He's undisputed, but I mean, we can really say it, pound for pound and all that stuff. I think that the difference is that when we were coming up, we want to go for knockouts and want to finish the fight. And
Still, critics argue that no matter how tough Haney is, the damage may already be done.
You get up 3 times from a left hook from Ryan Garcia. Everyone knows that. Who's gotten up 3 times? Huh? So what do you mean he doesn't have a chance? I mean, that guy he's a piece of shit.
You're talking about Todd Grissom?
Yeah, Todd Grissom.
I was gonna say, I feel like this
is probably closer to the chinny side than having a granite chin. If we're looking at it on the spectrum, one end of the spectrum being Amir Khan, the other end of the spectrum being Triple G, he's definitely closer to the Amir Khan. I don't like that he's even having this discussion because we don't know Devin Haney for being a brawler. I don't want him to think about having a chin because his style is to not get hit. I think Devin Haney is digging a hole for himself because
his chin. I understand what you mean by chin. I got up every single time against somebody that was 4 times.
Oscar De La Hoya suggested Haney may never recover fully, saying, "Once your chin goes, it doesn't come back."
I am sure if I land a solid one with Devin Haney, I'm gonna put him down.
Yeah, my dad's gonna take the W.
W? Knockout?
I still think Devin Haney can beat Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah. I do.
Don't fight that type of style. Don't stand right in front of him.
Yeah.
Do your Devin Haney, and get out of there.
And that's what you do with rematches. You find everything you did wrong. You know it instantly after the fight's over. You come back and you right those wrongs. I do believe that it's a rematch that he will win. I think we talked about this time and time again. I think it's a rematch that both guys really need to have.
A lot of people are going to wonder about the state of Devin Haney's chin after his fight with Ryan Garcia. Are you going to be able to test that chin?
Well, of course I'm gonna test the chin. That's my job, you know. Even if it was 31-0 and 31 knockouts, my job is to test his chin.
Jose Ramirez, a former unified champion, sees this as his shot at redemption after a loss to Arnold Barboza Jr. He's determined to prove he still belongs at the top and could even steal the Garcia rematch spot if he beats Haney.
Stepping, and you know what? By the grace of God that it be, that's why we're sitting here with all these great, wonderful champions, all right?
Well, Devin, how do you feel that you have a fight and there's already another fight booked, the rematch with Ryan? Does that bother you?
Well, if I don't win that fight, then I don't get to the Ryan fight. So that's my main focus right now.
Find a way for you.
Then
I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to say he showed a pretty damn good chin. Getting hit with a bigger guy, a really good puncher. Yeah, he got dropped 5 times, 4 times, 3 times. You know, whatever you want to really figure it out, because it was hard to figure out. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't have a pretty damn good chin and a great amount of heart, you know, and resistance and mental toughness, he doesn't survive that fight. I know there was a lot of...
Do you want that rematch with Ryan Garcia? Is that something that's like, man, I gotta get that back?
He was right here. I get it back right now. Because it's just, you know, if somebody did you like that, you want to take it, because I did that already. I tried to do it fair. I tried to, you know, it was 3-3 since the amateurs. I tried to give you that, you know, that another fight, and when it was even, we was drug tested, we was on even playing field.
Haney is still favored by odds makers, but pressure is high. A second loss could derail his career.
The way Ryan Garcia handled Devin Haney, to me personally, doesn't call for a rematch. Once Ryan gets back in action, once Ryan gets back in rhythm, and maybe has a tune-up fight, possibly in late April or maybe early May, then I want to throw him in there with the very best. And I'm thinking top of my head, Teofimo Lopez or even Boots Ennis or whoever the very best is. And, you know, I mean, we still have...
Yeah, I get annoyed. I've actually heard a couple of people say Ryan got Devin's number, and I'm like, how? How do you come out of your mouth and say he has Devin's number? He doesn't. That was one fight, one time, big moment. We know what was involved, but I truly believe that Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia in the rematch. I truly think that Devin is the better boxer. I think that Devin, when focused.
He made the point that heart and toughness aren't enough when the structural foundation of a fighter is compromised. Haney showed incredible resilience in rising from the 3 knockdowns Ryan delivered, but De La Hoya suggested that this same courage might now be a double-edged sword. Courage doesn't stop concussions.
Jose Ramirez has everything it takes to beat Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney can beat him if he's not gunshot, because like Ryan said, hey, you know, when he was talking about all that Ostarine shit, he said the Ostarine make you not be able to block a left hook 1,000 times, because people can say what they want to say talking about Ryan take accountability. Devin, how about you take accountability? You said this guy's a C-class fighter. All he has is the left hook. 45 seconds in, those 45 days that you did not fast for Ramadan, you got smacked by a left hook. The one punch that you said this guy had. You were supposed to prepare for that. Did you not? What happened? Oh, okay, no accountability.
It doesn't harden soft tissue. And if Haney steps into the ring with Ramirez carrying the psychological weight of that loss, the doubts will echo louder than any crowd. Can I take his power? Will I crumble again? Is this the night I get exposed for good? De La Hoya suspects these questions are living rent-free in Devin's head, and they might just cost him everything.
Training at Shane Mosley's gym, Haney hopes to bounce back and prove he's still elite. But with critics questioning his toughness and Ramirez ready to press the action, Haney must deliver a flawless performance or risk losing everything. The road to a Haney-Garcia rematch goes through fire, and both fighters must survive to make it there.